Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is something new that you may not know I'm going to be doing. Some of you out there may know that I absolutely love animals and I just love caring for them, and it gives me a heart attack when I found out that one has been hurt. Well, not like an actual heart attack, but yeah, you get the idea. So I'm going to be doing like episodes of telling you, and it's going to be called Caring for Animals, Vet Isabelle. And I'm basically going to be telling you how to care for animals, like Daegu pet advice. That's basically all about Daegus. But yeah, it's all about caring for all different types of animals. And can you guess what animal we are going to be looking at today? If you guessed it, that's right. I'm going to be telling you how to care and what to do if your tortoise. We're looking at a tortoise, and if your tortoise gets worms or something like that. So the first thing you need to talk about is bathing your turtle. When you give your bathing your tortoise, when you bath your tortoise, just to let you know, tortoises cannot breathe underwater or swim. So you've got to be careful. Only fill it up to a certain height, and make sure that your tortoise is able to put its head up at least and at the top of its shell. Now my tortoise can put its head under and then straight up again, so it's okay for them to go under and go back up, but if they keep it under for a long time, maybe you should kind of get more serious and hopefully start helping them. Be very gentle with tortoises because they have a big shell, which if you were to throw a tortoise along this big concrete garden, yes, the shell would actually break. It's not as strong as you think it is. It's only for like a little home. The second thing you need to know about tortoises is they live for a very, 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 very long time, like longer than humans live. I found out on TV that one time a tortoise can live to 150. It was true, it was on TV. So they can live to be 150, not like 115, 150, like a long time. So they will live for a long time, and that's why they are really, really good pets, and that's why I kind of recommend them. But seeing as tortoises have a shell, I would recommend parents watching their young kids looking at tortoises, because if they're like throwing them about thinking they're a beach ball or something, a bit crazy, then they could seriously hurt that tortoise. So parents watching recommended for tortoises, please. Also, baby tortoises are like this small, like a 10p coin. They look so cute. So be very careful and at least keep them in a little tank, because they don't need to be kept in a massive space. They're probably going to get really scared. They're like, I'm in a big forest, I'm not supposed to be here. Another thing you need to know about your tortoise is what to feed it. Okay, never feed your tortoise strawberries or bananas. Think she's okay with celery and other things, like fruit and vegetables. Just be careful with strawberries and bananas because they do have some sugar, and raspberries and blueberries and gooseberries. And you get the idea though. So you've got to be very, very careful of what you give your tortoise to make it healthy and happy. Do not worry if you see a white in your tortoise's pee, because that is normal, and it's okay if the tortoise kind of has a poop in the garden. To take that poop somewhere, if you have a hedge or a little bush or something in your garden that you can scoop it up into, get a shovel and scoop it over there, because that is what I do for my tortoise. Now we're going to be going into a bit of vet stuff. Okay, the vet stuff now. If your tortoise does get this thing called worms, and it's something that tortoises get, well, they've either eaten something they shouldn't do. I think my tortoise got it once and I wasn't even alive, and she ate a bee or a wasp. Can you imagine eating a bee? Like, bleh. And that's what she did, and that's one of the ways how to get worms. So you've got to be very careful when you take your tortoise out in the garden, because they need to be out in the garden. You can't always just keep them in the house. If you know that they have worms, I think they will either like start being really ill, so look out for that. look out for sickness maybe and for bad pee. So just look out for that if you're going to think they had worms, or if they eat a bee. As soon as you see that, call up the vets, and they will need an injection. Just be careful not to hit the bones though, because my nan accidentally gave it an injection and hit the bones. I know. And she screamed. Tortoises can scream like ah, but louder than I did. Tortoises do not need like a big bowl of water. They get the water from the fruit and the vegetables. They are allowed apples, and like all different types of apples. Now they are allowed dandelions, just not the white ones, like the nice ripe yellow ones. Tortoises need a lot of care, and they do hibernate. However, these are reptiles that, however, do hibernate. And for hibernating, I would recommend this small box that's nice and warm. If you have a shed, I would recommend it in a shed. I don't know where you could keep your tortoise if you don't have a shed. But if you have a shed or a greenhouse or somewhere where it's nice and enclosed and it's nice and warm in there, put your tortoise in there. And my tortoise woke up. You will see them, hear them rustling about, and their eyes will be open. So look for that. There are many kinds of tortoises, so you may get a leopard tortoise, some sort of desert tortoise. I'm not sure what type of tortoise I had, but it's got some sort of like leopard kind of brown patterns. Tortoises, however, can escape. My tortoise actually climb up a hedge. They can grip onto like brambles and things, and they can climb up and go through a hedge. So I would be very, very careful with how you put your tortoise. When you take your tortoise in from hibernation, it is good to give them a nice warm bath. That will hopefully help them wake up. And as soon as you do that, please make sure you have some sort of environment for them, and use straw or hay. Put a nice big bowl of food in there for them to eat. And remember, never put meat in there. They are half omnivores and mostly herbivores. Omnivores because in the wild they eat like tiny bugs and flowers, so yes, they are omnivores. But mainly herbivores. You should never feed them like steak or anything like that, or sausages. That is not recommended for tortoises. As I said, be very careful with your child if she is about 4 or younger, or maybe even like older, who doesn't know how to treat a tortoise. Tortoises can bite. When a tortoise bites, it hasn't got any teeth, but it's got very strong gums. Back to the vets thing, remember to always, if you have worms, give them an injection as soon as you know that they have got worms, call up the vets. You go there, your nearest vet. You don't want to go to a really far one that's really good. Nearest vets, because it is a really serious, some sort of cold, flu, disease, I don't know, thing that tortoises get. And I know that it's true because my tortoise had it. And be careful when you give the injection, because I think you can actually do it yourself if you want. Well, you used to back in the ages. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this helped you care for your very own tortoise. And remember to hit that subscribe button to be one of my big fans. And put down in the comments if you have an animal that you may be getting soon and you want to know about. I will hopefully be telling you about vet care and how to actually care for it. Thanks for watching. Bye.